What's up, guys? Sunjutsu here, and today I have with me the one, the only, the legend of Total War. How you doing, legend?
Yeah, great. Thanks for the good intro there.
Oh yeah, I know. I just came up with it on the spot. I'm here with Legend today because we are gonna go ahead and talk about the possibility or the things that we want, the things that we need from a Third Age 2 Total War mod, if and when one is made for and if Warhammer Total War, which is not confirmed. None of this is confirmed. This is all speculation, and you guys all know how this goes. I'm gonna go ahead and put some questions and mini topics for the major topic, and then I'll ask Legend here what he thinks about them. So let's go ahead and jump right in. All right, Legend, what was your first time ever playing the Third Age Total War mod, and what did you initially think about it when you first played it?
When I first played it was probably about a year and a half ago. I mean, I can't actually remember that much about it, but first thing I did, I think, was play as Mordor, I think. And I thought it was pretty good. A bit slow-paced for my liking, though.
You know what? I have the same faction that I picked. I picked Mordor at first, mainly because I wanted to do Minas Tirith. That was my initial go about it. So, out of the whole thing, which one's your favorite faction? There's like so many of them, and there's even a submod, which I'm not gonna get too much into. I haven't played it. So,
I haven't played
which one's your
any of the
favorite?
submods either.
Which one's your favorite faction?
Hard to say that since I haven't played as them all. I probably would have enjoyed Rohan the most, but I actually never played as them.
Oh, okay.
I do enjoy playing as the evil faction, so I enjoyed playing as Run and Harad.
Okay, that goes into my next question. I was going to ask you, are you more of a light and dark side? I'm going to go ahead and ask this question for the mod, which you just said you leaned more toward it. But how about the movies? Which one would you root for the most when you were watching them, Lord of the Rings?
Which one did I enjoy the most?
No, which one would you root for? Would you root for the heroes to win, or would you root for the dark side?
Well, ages ago when I watched them, of course I root for the good guys, but now that I think back on it, I would really love it if they went and killed Frodo.
You would think that they'd have like so many chances too. Like it would be very extremely easy to pull that feat off, but it's a movie, so it came from the book, so from the book he had a way of going about it. Going back to the questioning, what have you ever played any of the campaigns on Legendary? I know that's your main thing. You played all these. You're probably the best, I would say, the best Total War player out there. Especially what I'm saying is for a campaign, definitely, because I know I've tried to play on Legendary mode with a couple of games. Some of them you can, some of them I can.
So
some of them I can't.
Asked me to play on Legendary. Which game?
For Third Age, for the Third Age mod. Have you ever played on Legendary with it?
There is no Legendary. It's very hard difficulty.
Oh, it just goes up to very hard?
With Medieval 2, there is no Legendary difficulty.
Oh, okay. So you played with very hard. How challenging was that? Because I know for I've been playing Third Age for the past couple months, and I've been playing Call of Warhammer, and I have to put it down to medium or easy, or else I get raffle stomped.
Oh right. I really don't have a problem with it on very hard difficulty. Like the other campaign I've played all the way through is as Run. I've got a Let's Play on it, and I would say that I really didn't struggle with it at all.
With Rune, did you backstab Mordor, or did you?
No, not until the end.
Not until the very end. Oh, okay.
I took out all the good factions, and then when I was done with them, I
set your sights on.
It's sort of difficult to just backstab people in what's it called, in Third Age. You have to cancel your military alliance with them first.
So it's a little bit more difficult than just attacking them that automatically does it. I could see that definitely, and I would say that you probably have a lot of experience with that sort of thing. Going back to this is off topic. What was your first game that you played Total War with?
Medieval 1.
Medieval 1. Oh, okay. That one had very hard. I'm assuming the same thing as Rome 2.
Expert.
Okay. How was that? I've never played Medieval 1. I never got the chance.
It's not hard.
Oh, it's not hard at all. Okay.
It depends on how you want to go about it. If you want to play it to win, it's not hard. If you want to play it for fun, it'll be hard, because here's the thing. With Medieval 1, if you auto-resolve all your battles, you're fine. If you manually resolve them, you're going to have a hard time. Okay. You'll always take more casualties.
Yeah, you always get more of
usually.
The lesser end of the spoon. When you're playing your games, when you're playing the Legendary games, do you go for the objectives? Do you go for the conquering the objectives that the game says, or do you
Oh
go for
no,
the
I always
domination?
ignore that. I don't care what they have to say about that. I'll do whatever I want.
Oh, you just do whatever you
If it
want.
just
Okay.
so if it just so happens I do the objectives, great. If not, I don't care about that. I don't like being told what to do.
That's all right. So I was curious about that because I was looking at the other day and I was looking at these objectives. I think for Call of Warhammer they're there, and I realize I always ignore them. So I was wondering if
Well,
you do the same
yeah,
thing too.
that's the thing. Like Total War is a sandbox game, so they give you these objectives. Like they give you rewards to do it, like in the games like Total War Tiller. But generally speaking, I don't go for them. Usually, the reward doesn't make up for the amount of effort you have to do to focus on it.
Yeah. Okay. Going back to the Third Age 2 possibility, do you think that they will make one for Total War Warhammer?
Do I think they'll make one? No, not really. Just probably because with Total War 3 engine, they're unable to change the campaign map very much. And with Warhammer, I just don't know. Like, I don't know the modding stuff that well. I just don't think it's going to be that moddable. I mean, I don't know, but
See, I'm kind of on the fence. I'm thinking that they eventually might keep the same map because I mean they're not 100%, but they're somewhat similar. The maps of the Lord of the Rings map and the Warhammer map, they're similarly shaped, at least in my opinion, but not 100%. But I do think that at first, if anything, we get probably some unit mods for, like, an Empire soldier that looks like, a soldier from Gondor, or something similar that we've gotten from Rome
possibly,
2.
yeah.
Now I want to go into just kind of an imagination style thing. The factions, there are 5 of them. Well, there's technically 6 with with Bretonia that they've announced. So I'm gonna name a faction, and you let me know what you think it'll be the equivalent to in a Lord of the Rings style game. So I'm gonna go ahead and name off. Let's start with Bretonia. Bretonia. Which one do you think would go with that?
Dale,
Dale. Okay. Okay. How about the Empire?
Gondor,
Gondor. Okay. Okay. Oh, orcs and or greenskins. I mean,
Mordor,
Mordor. Okay. Dwarves. This one might be the most difficult one.
dwarves,
Vampire counts. A little bit more hard.
elves.
Ah, elves. Okay, okay. And last but not least, Chaos Warriors.
Oh, gee, I have no idea.
I have no idea either. The ones that you named, besides the vampire counts, I didn't really think of that one too much. But it would be similar, be more. But the Chaos Warriors are actually probably one of the hardest to pick of what the exact faction would be.
In Lord of the Rings, there is no real equivalent to Chaos. I mean, the only thing I can think of is like Gundabad, but in all honesty, they're nothing like
No,
Chaos.
not really. Okay, okay. That all right. So I had very similar thing actually to except for the last 2 vampire counts. That was interesting. What elves or the elves?
Well,
The Sylvan
well,
elves,
the thing is, the Lord of the Rings doesn't have
vampires or anything.
vampires in it, yeah. So, and also, Total War Warhammer doesn't have elves in it. Not yet.
They have elves, but not yet. See, when if and when they ever come out with elves, then you could actually also have that too. But yeah, the vampire counts, they have no equivalent in Lord of the Rings that I can think of. I don't know if you guys, the viewers, you guys know anything.
I mean, there could be like
different.
the Army of the Dead.
Yeah,
that-
it could be like
but even that
the
is
Ghost
not the
Army.
same.
Oh, there is the Ghost Army. The I forget what they're called. I think they might just be called the Ghost Army. Right at the end of not Third Age, the Return of the King.
The greenskin Army of the Dead.
Yeah. Oh well, then there you go. We can have that one too. Moving along now. What unit out of any unit you can possibly think of from the movies or Third Age? What unit or warrior would you like to play the most? And like, say if there's like an updated version to this game.
Like Third Age unit.
Third Age 2,
Or-
yeah. Like if any unit would you that you would like to play with?
Well, that's a difficult question to answer because any unit in my army, it works as I don't use units by themselves. Everything works as a team. So,
Oh, okay, okay. So
like my thing is always about army cohesion. So every unit has got a specific use. Just one particular unit by itself, I just don't have any use for that. So it's a difficult question to answer. I mean, I could say Ents, but I don't know what else to do.
well, Ents, I don't know exactly which. I think in Third Age, I think they probably have a corresponding army that they fall into. But okay, so what army would you like to play as the most? Let me make it a little bit easier.
Rohan, I suppose. I've always been a cavalry preferred commander.
Okay, so going toward the game, toward a possible third age 2 mod game, do you think that the dark side might be a little bit more overpowered, seeing as how the dark side might have a little bit more spells or much more crazy bigger creatures as opposed to the light side? Do you think the dark side is a little bit more overpowered?
No, not really. I mean, when it comes to big creatures, I mean, the bigger you are, the harder you fall, essentially, because big creatures cost a lot of money and they only come with one unit, and they can usually be easily taken down if you focus fire on them.
That is true. That's kind of some of the things that we saw, the strategy that went into taking down the creatures in some of the let's plays and the videos that
No,
we've gotten
I
from CA.
wouldn't be terrified about big creatures at all.
Oh,
And
okay.
unless you just don't have much of an army, in which case you're dead anyway.
Yeah, you're like
If
dead in
you've
the
got
water.
a solid build, that's got a lot of balanced units. You've got missile units, cavalry, heavy infantry, some light infantry, good general. Generally speaking, if there's some big giants or ants coming at you, I don't think you need to worry.
Speaking of units that you don't need to worry about, hobbits. They're in third age as a unit, as a warrior unit. I think.
I think that's a gimmick.
So you don't think
It's
you
a
don't see them
joke.
at all in like an updated version to the mod?
You can put them in, but it's a gimmick. It's
It's
just
just a
like
gimmick,
you wouldn't use them. You
Not
wouldn't
something
use
you
them.
would take too seriously, I guess.
No, you wouldn't. You'd only bring them. Like the thing is with the Warscape engine, you don't have to recruit any units you don't want. Like Medieval 2, where for example, if you've recruited all of your knights, you have to wait 3 turns before you get more knights. Well, I've still got units of peasants in the recruiting pool. I might as well get some to fill up my army. You don't do that. So if you don't want hobbits, why would you want to bring hobbits? Stone throwing tiny little guys, but really don't fight.
It'd probably go
That's the
more
point.
toward a gimmicky thing, like you were
It
saying
would be
earlier.
a gimmick, yeah.
Okay. Now going back a little bit, a couple questions ago, I think this one is a little bit more focused, something that you can have easier time to answer with. In Warhammer, we have these legendary lords. If there was an equivalent from the Lord of the Rings, a Lord of the Rings version, which one would you like to play with the most, or add to your army?
The Hand of Sauron.
The Hand of Sauron.
The Eye of Sauron? No, which one is it?
The mouth.
The mouth
I think
the mouth of Sauron. That's
It was from
sorry.
that cutscene in Return of the King.
Yeah.
Also in the book too. Okay, the mouth of Sauron. All right. Okay, and then just off topic, this is gonna be my last question of the day, reaching that time. You do legendary let's plays for Warhammer. What will be your faction that you play as for your first broadcasted legendary let's play?
I've
I'm not exactly
still
sure
been
if you already
trying to
announced it on
decide.
your channel or had a vote or whatever.
I don't know what my first one's going to be, but I did say I was definitely going to do a green skin campaign. I don't know if that's going to be my first one though.
Okay, green skin campaign. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing that. Thank you so much for taking the time of day to come hang out with me on this
That's all right.
kind of odd topic video, but thank you so much for being here.
No worries.
All right, guys, thank you so much for watching us. You can go ahead and check out Legend of Total War on his channel. I have a link in the description below for his channel. Go ahead and check him out. He does let's plays of the legendary variety. Very hard, very good campaign player. Go ahead and check him out, guys. The question of the day: what would you want in your if there was to make a Total War or a third Age 2 Total War mod for Warhammer Total War? That was a mouthful. What are some of the things that are essential to that game that you want, or that mod? What factions do you want? What units do you want? What new things do you want? How would you incorporate different things from Warhammer? And do vampire counts and chaos warriors, what equivalents do they have, if they have any? Let me know in the comment section below. I know that's a lot of stuff, but let me know. Let's even go to our 50 likes for Legend of Total War, for hanging out with us today. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Thank you, Legend.
No worries.
No problem. Thank you so much for watching, guys. You have a great day. It's going to be Sunjetsu signing off. And again, if you want to be a subscriber, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And again, go ahead and check out Legend of Total War's channel. It's going to be Sunjetsu signing off. I picked Mordor first, mainly because I wanted to do Minas Tirith. That was my initial go about it. So out of the whole thing, which one's your favorite faction? There's like so many of them, and there's even a submod, which I'm not going to get too much into. I haven't played it. So
I haven't
which
played
one's your
any of the
favorite?
submods either.
Which one's your favorite faction?
Hard to say that since I haven't played as them all.
Confirm this is all speculation, and you guys all know how this goes. I'm gonna go ahead and put some questions and little and mini topics for the major topic, and then I'll ask Legend here what he thinks about them. So let's go ahead and jump right in. All right, Legend, what was your first time ever playing the Third Age Total War mod, and what did you initially think about it? What's up, guys? Sunjutsu here, and today I have with me the one, the only, the legend of Total War. How you doing, Legend?
Yeah, great, thanks. Thanks for the good intro there.
Oh yeah, I know. When you first played it.
When I first played it was probably about a year and a half ago. I mean, I can't actually remember that much about it, but first thing I did I think was play as Mordor, I think. And I thought it was pretty good. A bit slow paced for my liking though.
You know what? I have the same faction that I picked. I just came up with it on the spot. I'm here with Legend today because we are going to go ahead and talk about the possibility, or the things that we want, the things that we need from a Third Age 2 Total War mod, if and when one is made for and if Warhammer Total War, which is not confirmed. None of this